The gunner of a Ukrainian BTR-4 fighting vehicle had his helmet cam on when he engaged multiple Russian tanks and APCs in a deadly motorized street fight. The result is a fascinating look at the high-risk game of modern motorized warfare. Here's how it happened. The Telegraph has posted helmet cam footage that was released by the Ukrainian National Guard's Azov regiment. The regiment says the footage shows the targeting screen of the gunner of a Ukrainian BTR-4 that was engaging Russian armor in the outskirts of Mariupol in Ukraine. The footage shows the view through the APC's gun camera as the vehicle arrives at a street corner and sights a Russian T-72 tank. The viewer can then see the gunner aiming the vehicle's 30mm cannon and firing multiple rounds into the tank, as the Ukrainian vehicle slowly backs up to get behind the cover of a house. In another clip, the same vehicle gets to another street corner, sights a Russian APC, and starts firing shells at it. Troops can be seen hiding behind the Russian APC as the gunner then aims the cannon to impact in front of the APC, thereby hoping to create deadly shrapnel flying underneath the armored vehicle and hitting the soldiers behind. The gunner then fires many more shells into the front of the APC, severely damaging it, before speeding off. The BTR-4 is an amphibious 8x8 wheel armored personnel carrier, or APC, designed in Ukraine by the Kharkiv-Morozov Machine Building Design Bureau. Although Ukraine has been fighting back and having many successes, the Russian invasion is still advancing. In addition to Ukraine's 8-wheeled BTR-4 armored personnel carrier, the country has also been producing some other useful weapons. Ukraine has unleashed its own sneaky stealth drone on Russian forces, hitting high-value targets with small bombs that ignite huge explosions and cause massive damage. Here are the details. The Times of London reports that the Ukrainian army is using a nimble stealth drone that has dropped many bombs on Russian forces. Developed in Ukraine, the Punisher drone has a wingspan of 2.3 meters and is designed to attack enemy fuel storage, ammo trucks, and electronic warfare stations up to 50 kilometers behind enemy lines. The drone's designers say its most powerful feature is that it's very light and small, making it almost impossible to see with the naked eye or with radar, which is why they are very hard to hit. The drones use an electrical engine, which also makes them very quiet, so they are very effective at sneaking over enemy lines and hunting high-value targets. The drone is launched from a special catapult by a 3-man team that can easily pack the system into an SUV and blend into the countryside. The operators control the drone remotely via a laptop. It uses a powerful camera to search for targets. Once the operator clicks on a target, the drone flies to it and releases the bomb automatically. The Ukrainian military says the drone can carry up to 3 bombs up to 50 kilometers behind enemy lines, flying at an altitude of up to 400 meters. It says the system has been very successful at causing damage to Russian supply lines and at keeping Russian soldiers nervously scanning the skies above them. Russian forces are overcoming early issues and concentrating in the eastern, northwestern, and western outskirts of Kyiv as they prepare an assault on the capital in the coming days, according to The Guardian, citing the Institute for the Study of War. New satellite images of the long Russian convoy heading toward Kyiv from the northwest show it has not advanced beyond the airport in Hostomel, 30 kilometers outside Kyiv, but Russian forces elsewhere have been consolidating, notably in the Irpin area in the west and the Brovary area in the east, in what is characterized as an attempt to resupply, reorganize, and plan. The necessity for such a regrouping was caused primarily by the flawed assumption that a quick, efficient decapitation of the Ukrainian government was possible because their forces would be welcomed as liberators, according to Michael Kaufman, director of the Russian Studies program at the CNA think tank. After a massive air assault on Hostomel airfield near Kyiv was repulsed, and lightly armored vanguard forces working ahead of Russian air defenses initially failed in attempts to march into both Kyiv and Kharkiv in the first days of the conflict, Russia has not prepared for a larger strategic ground offensive in Ukraine, and this lack of preparation saw the infamous large convoy stalled en route to Kyiv, with vehicles running out of fuel and breaking down. This in turn caused a traffic jam in the northwest, arguably the most direct route to Kyiv, and this has been extremely hard to undo. Now, though, progress does appear to be being made through the country, with Russia both more cautiously building its invasion by keeping its troops under the protection of its air defenses and making progress outside the still stalled convoy in the northwest. Furthermore, limited air power available to the Ukrainians means that the convoy has not been destroyed and, by extrapolation, will eventually be able to join an attempt at a complete encirclement of the capital. In this context, The New Yorker said last week that 15,000 Kyiv citizens were taking shelter in the city's metro system every night.
For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the TomoNews family. Thanks for watching.